And it is recording.
Okay, great.
Cool. So here we are in Rachel Herrick Studios.
Here we go, in my bedroom / studio.
So we're here today. Rachel was kind enough to sort of show me the setup and model the Buttons shirt, which is what is really popular.
So cute, too. I love the puppy dog.
I know. Buttons was a cool dog. So one of the reasons I wanted to...
You know what? I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay.
Oh, hold on. Bear, you're making noise. Goodness.
That's hilarious. It's okay.
I know. You know what? Let me sit here.
So got rid of the cat.
Yes.
And so you and I, like a couple of years ago, were talking about, YouTube, and I was getting some advice from you because you already had some traction and was, kind of discovering. So I'm kind of a newbie and you're a lot more established. But I wanted to thank you because that conversation led me to sort of think about, like why I should even be on YouTube. And then that caused me to sort of like look at a bunch of like vlogs and read a bunch of books. And then I kind of have a better understanding like how to leverage it. And, the reason why we're sitting on the floor and just chatting is because one of the things that I learned was this whole polish thing that I used to do before is cool, but that's not what everybody's necessarily looking for. Like I love your setup because you have like this consistency of a look that you do all the time, and so that as you gain fans, that's what they're accustomed to.
They come to expect something, yeah.
And I love that, and that's very cool. So one of the challenges that I wanted to do today, actually starting today, was to kind of just be more conversational like this, like if we were just having a conversation at dinner or something like that. You know what I mean? Because I noticed a lot of my older posts are like, I got my like interview voice on, and I got make sure like my shoulder, like super hyper conscious about everything, and that's all cool. And I'm still probably going to do that for some other stuff, but for like talking to you and like showing your brand love and things like that, I just wanted to kind of chat. So is there anything new that as you've gotten to, because how many followers do you have?
Right now I've got about 5.5 thousand followers. Yeah.
That's cool.
And it's growing every day. The more people that the more stuff that I post, the more people I get. So it's just kind of about, we've talked about this, it's about consistency more than anything.
Yeah.
And with the new year and everything, it's been a little crazy, but I'm trying so hard. On my banner it says videos every week. So I try to put at least one video every week so people can at least expect that. And I'm trying to do a more regular schedule as well because I think it helps a lot of YouTubers. Like, it depends on your content, but if you have like a specific day or specific days in the week that you that you have people come see your videos, that also helps because people know when to expect when you're going to be posting things. So I'm trying to work harder on that as well. Thankfully, my fans are very patient, and when I do post things, they're always really happy. And when I say I'm sorry it's a little delayed, people are usually very understanding.
Oh, cool.
So, yeah.
I mean, the fact that you would even get a response like that is very telling.
It is. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
That's neat. And so you're super interesting because you're a voiceover artist. You're a puppeteer.
Yeah.
Which is like, I don't know any puppeteers.
Yeah.
I don't know any puppeteers. I know.
We are a very small community.
You're the one person I know. So
yeah.
And I love that because it's so niche, and and you've had some stuff on like network shows and things like that where you've done a little bit of like background work. Did you have like what was the last thing we saw that you were part of? Am I mistaken about that? I thought you were on like there was some musical performances on a network show that you were part of.
Oh, The Voice.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
How cool was that?
Pretty amazing. It was Missy Elliott, and she was performing on The Voice, and they brought in a bunch of puppeteers to. In her music video, there was some marionettes that were similar to her and a bunch of other background dancers. And so they brought in a bunch of us to do that on the stage, on The Voice, basically, and so much fun. I mean, just so cool. I mean, being able to perform for Missy Elliott, too. Like, she's a legend, but the fact that she, like, likes puppets and wanted them to be in her video and wanted to perform on stage, like, it was so cool to be a part of something like that.
So how exciting is that as, like, something that you were nerding out? I mean, how since you were a kid, you were doing this? Or?
I mean, I've been doing puppeteering since I was... I brought interest into it when I was in high school. And I always grew up with Sesame Street. I grew up watching the Muppets, so I always had this like kind of in the background appreciation for puppetry, but I never really looked fully into the logistics of it until I saw a musical called Avenue Q, which is a very popular musical, and unfortunately it's closing soon in New York. But it's been running for about 15 years, and it won the Tony for Best Musical. But basically, it's kind of a parody of Sesame Street in a way, a very genuine parody, and the puppeteers perform with the puppets on stage. And you see the puppeteers in plain sight. Like, they're not, all they're doing is they're just wearing regular clothes, but like the color of the stage, basically. And I just thought that was the coolest thing. Like, I've seen puppetry like that before that, but it was seeing someone on stage with a puppet and still getting involved in the story and still getting invested in the characters, like, I just thought that was the coolest illusion I'd ever seen in my life. And I got at that point, like, that's what puppetry is. Like, it's an illusion. And even though you're watching Sesame Street or the Muppets, like, you know consciously those are puppets, but you still get invested. And I just wanted to do stuff like that. So when I came out to LA, I just kind of sought out puppeteers and made friends and met people, and it's just kind of been growing ever since. I just have done so many cool things. I've gotten to do workshops with Sesame Street. I've met like everybody who does the Muppets, and yeah, it's a pretty awesome industry that I hope to get more involved in, because it is a small industry. It's not there's not a lot of work there. There's not a lot of there's also not a ton of puppeteers out there, you know, but we kind of like all know each other when you get involved. But hopefully it's something that'll continue to grow.
Yeah. And what was the movie a few years ago, Saving Sarah Marshall?
Saving Sarah Marshall. Oh no, is that your phone?
Oh my God, so sorry.
It's okay.
Hold that thought.
Yeah. No worries.
We're back.
Do you want to ask me the question again?
No.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
So I remember watching that, and at the end there's the the vampire Dracula musical, and I don't know how that was for you, but I feel like it was the beginning of sort of these people wrapping their mind around puppets as a non-child, non-Sesame Street.
I think in like the mainstream film industry, absolutely, because Avenue Q came before that, but only people who really knew about the theater scene knew about Avenue Q, because Avenue Q, it's never like, they never made a movie of it or anything like that, but I think that is kind of consciously when people started seeing more of it in the mainstream, at least in like recent years, because there was Crank Yankers for a long time too, but that was also kind of short-lived, and it feels like only a small pool of people like really remember Crank Yankers. But yeah, Forgetting Sarah Marshall is something that like everybody saw, and it was suddenly everybody was like, oh, puppets, yeah, that's a thing, adults can get into that.
Because he was a genuine fan, right? He's a genuine fan.
Oh yeah.
And it was in a professional environment, so it's probably it's like probably opened the minds to a lot of people. Your crowd was probably excited because it's like, okay, here's something a little closer to mainstream.
Oh yeah, and actually I know a lot of people who puppeteered in that scene.
Oh wow.
Yeah, one of my bosses at Swazzle was the Mummy, the guy who was doing all the Mummy puppets. Yeah.
That's awesome. So we're here today because Rachel was wearing the button shirt, and I'm really excited to keep showing that. It's one of the more popular designs. You're amazing in it, and so I'm very grateful that you could come out today. And then where are you on social media? Like, where's your main?
If you want to follow me on social media, basically everything from YouTube to Instagram, Facebook. If you look up Adorkable Rachel, which is Adorkable, just keep that in mind, you put a K in there, Adorkable Rachel, then you can find me. If you go to Twitter though, it's Adorkable Rach, and it's RACH. Unfortunately, Adorkable Rachel was already taken, and that person doesn't even use it. So
good time.
I know, right? Wow. So yeah, but that's where you can find me if you want to find me on social media.
So you and I have shot before. We worked together before. I've done headshots for you, and what's exciting now is like the VINPIX Studios has the apparel brand, and so what's neat is like I can continue to shoot in that capacity and have like really super interesting people like you come on and kind of model for me, and and so if you want a free shirt, and so so thanks for your time today, and we'll post. We have a bunch of pictures that we shot today that are really cute and adorable. They're adorkable.
They are adorable.
We'll post those, and then I'll also include all your links. So
awesome. Thank you.
Guys, and talk soon.
Bye.
Right?
Yes. That's cool.